At Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure, we cater for everyone, from top sporting athletes to relaxed casual sporting individuals and everyone in between. We also provide a large range of teamwear services and cater for schools and clubs. Orders can be customised to your specification to suit your individual needs. From clothing to equipment, we've got you covered.
Very good afternoon. You're very welcome to Fintra today for this round 3 Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Senior Football Championship tie. Of course, it is a battle which has been well noted down through the years. It's Kilcar taking on Killybegs, a mouth-watering encounter here in Eamon Byrne Memorial Park. And big news coming out of Fintra so far is Patrick McBurty is not lining out for Kilcar today, and just looking at a number of changes on the Kilcar team. We will go through them very shortly indeed, but alongside me in co-commentary today is a man who knows this particular part of the world really well, the Southwest Derby. It's Damien Diver. Of course, Damien, a stalwart of Donegal football down through the years, and of course was in the backroom team with Jim McGuinness back in 2014 and a short spell in 2012. Damien, you're very welcome down to Fintra, a pitch you know really well, but this is a mouth-watering encounter we're looking forward to, and big news, of course, coming out of the Kilcar camp that Patrick McBurty's not going to start today. That's
right, Park. That's a big loss now for a club like Kilcar too, and especially with Owen McHugh with injury picked up in Downings last weekend too. He's in a boot there today, so he is. Jack Higgerty's in a cast, and like there are a lot of injuries, and they probably wouldn't have a big depth there already, you know. But like I said, this is the creme de la creme of championship in this end of the county. You know, it's been there for years when the two clubs were flying back in the 90s and so on, and then throw in Glen and maybe Ardra too when they were going right. Like this the main football was played here on this side of the gap, and it was just packing out Fintra, the old Fintra pitch, packing out Towney and packing out Nave Clumba and all. It was just brilliant, and it was great to get back to them days now here again too. You can just look around, see the crowd. It's just everybody's anticipating a mighty match. Cal Boland in the middle of the field is very, very respected referee, and he'll keep control of things too, so he will, and he'll keep it flowing, I think, too.
Absolutely. Just looking at that Kilcar team now, confirmation in goals. At number 1 it's Owen O'Donnell, at 2 it's Brian O'Donnell, Owen McCormick, at 3, at 4 it's Barry McGinley, 5 it's Gary Malloy, at 6 it's Ryan McShane. Out goes Ryan O'Donnell, in comes number 18 Shawnee O'Boy. They kicked the point against Dunlow in the last time out. Kieran McGinley is at number 8. Out goes Pádraig McShane, in comes Mark McHugh wearing number 17. At 13 is Kieran O'Donnell. Out goes Patrick McBurdy at 14. Matthew McLean is coming in at number 20, and Stephen McBurdy is at number 15. So confirmation there. That's a huge disappointment for everyone who's watching the stream from Kilcar this evening, because Patrick McBurdy coming in on this particular game, he scored, I think it was 15 points. 2 of those points have been 2-pointers as well, and as we've seen, 2-pointers down in Towney last week was huge when Roland Gallagher kicked the winner for Downings, and that's disappointing, as we said, from a Kilcar point of view. No Patrick McBurdy. No,
he's your go-to man, especially and even for the county there too, when things are under pressure and you want somebody to step up, score a 2-pointer, score that point just to get them back into it, or give them that point to lead, or just adjust to the draw level. McBurdy's your man. He'll come in that loop. It's very hard to mark it. He comes and just throws over the bar from anywhere at all, which is what you want at club level too.
Yeah, we're just going to pause for a moment's silence for the sad passing of the club president Eddie McGuinness here, which the burial took place, the president of Killybegs, and we'll just pause for a moment.
Another thing too in Prime Liberty, what he does, he occupies at least 2 defenders too. Do you know what I mean? You need to put a man in front of him too, and a man marking him. So like it's freeing up sort of a Killybegs defender as well too. You know.
Absolutely, and it's beautiful conditions as we'll pause for our national anthem. Song in Fintra at this fabulous ground, even Byrne Memorial Park, of course. It's looking the Atlantic Ocean out to the right hand side, and well, it's a big crowd is gathered here in Fintra, and well, it's looking like there's a number of changes on the Killybegs side. We will bring you that very shortly indeed, and just looking, it looks like Hugh McFadden's wearing number 14. He's potentially going to into the full forward line, but numbers mean very little, as we know, Damien.
No, that's right. It's just right. Funny, everybody can score now. It doesn't matter where you're a full back line or in the full forward line. Everybody expects to get up the field and score. I think the new rules are playing a great part this year too, especially at club level. The crowds are back. Everybody's anticipating a great game, and it's great open football. It's great fast football, and it's just for young lads, I'm afraid, anymore now.
Yeah, absolutely. Up goes Hugh McFadden, and he fetches high, and the ball is dancing on the ground, and down goes the back of the Kilcar man. It was Ryan McHugh who was there. Ryan back in for Kilcar, and look, out goes Patrick, but they haven't had Ryan McHugh so far this year. No,
he's like all county footballers are huge loss for their club, especially the shape they're in at the moment now too. It's great to get back to the days where county footballers are impressing every day they go out for their club. You know, you can see them standing out. You know, there was a few years going past there where they weren't, but now every one of them stands out for their club, which is great.
Yeah, it is, of course, Kilcar who have possession, and it goes in side to the left hand side to Kieran McGinley, all 37 years of age, and it's the commitment and the dedication from McGinley down through the years for Kilcar. And here's another man who's been really committed.
That's a 2-pointer, Mark. That's what Mark's there for. He's cool, get on the ball, not panic, and he just pick it off. So he will, if you give him an inch of space at all.
Yeah, 2-pointer by Mark McHugh, and absolutely outside of the right boot, and there's no real breeze here today as well.
Bad kick out.
Kick out by Coyler. It's an opportunity for Stephen McBurdy. McBurdy still has it. Goal on his line. Oh, what a goal by Stephen McBurdy.
Great finish, top corner.
Goal by Stephen McBurdy, and it's a good start.
Yeah, poor kick out right enough, Porrick, but he'd still a lot to do, so he took it in, and he fired. I thought he was even firing too early, but he stuck it into the top corner.
Yeah, it's one to call it. Josh Coyler is going to take his time getting the ball out on this occasion, because Kilcar caught. That's a huge start from Kilcar. A goal and 2 so far. The ball goes out to the left hand side. The hand goes up from Jack McSharry, but a slip by Hugh McFadden collected there by Kieran McGinley. Out to the right hand side, it's Ryan McHugh, takes a solo out of it with the right boot. To the right of him, there's a run. He just spots that run now by Andrew McLean. McLean thought about the shot, takes a solo with it, trying to get onto that right boot, just been pushed out by the Killybegs. Defence, crossfield ball, beautiful ball there, it has to be said. Now Matthew McLean has it, kicks from just outside the arc again. That's another 2-pointer from Kilcar. Fantastic score by Matthew McLean.
Dragged the whole Killybegs team to the right hand side of the field, shifted across, acres of space, one step over the bar. Simple football was done right.
It was very good football, it has to be said, by Andrew McLean out in the far right hand side. Spotted that little bit of space out to the left for Matthew McLean. Look, he had it in his locker. As we said, there's no real breeze here in Funter today, so a good score there. It's 1-4 now currently for Kilcar, and for the home side, it's a poor start, Damien.
At times, and I don't know why they're not just thrown out the middle. Like, Killybegs crucified Herman on around the middle for their strength and power. And it's a wonder they're not just thrown it out to the likes of Hugh and Broderick around the middle there and let them hammer it.
Yeah, and I suppose that's a point. Of Kilcar coming here today, there's one area of primary possession, as you've indicated, is that midfield area, so maybe that's something they need to get looking at very, very quickly, because the game is up and running. It's a goal and 4 for Kilcar, no score as of yet from a Killybegs point of view. The ball has been popped back outside now for the unrunning. It's the unrunning Martin Hegarty who had possession, and there's Owen Mulligan, I should say. Now here comes McSharry, looks up, takes a solo out of it, and looking for Hugh McFadden to make a run, and he's been hassled and harried there, and off the ball in this incident. But here comes the shot from centre half forward. It's Christopher Mulligan, goes out to the left and wide, right and wide I should say. The visitors, Mark Sweeney's side, will be the happiest so far with their start at goal and 4, Damien. And it's all about, championship football is about getting a start, settling down. Kilcar have gone at it like 100 mile an hour. They have, but 100 mile an hour, but they're so composed too. They look very experienced. So do the way they're controlling the ball and just taking to the scoring position. They're not forcing nothing either. Exactly, and it's going to be a free. Referee Cal Boland today, of course, from the Ardra club, originally from Westmeath, taken quickly by Owen Ban. Inside it goes to the unrunning Rory Coyler, and it's now Killybegs' turn to have possession, and I suppose there is some of that defensive system that filters back in numbers. Now this is better from Killybegs. Here comes the shot from the right half back, Seamus O'Byrne. That's just the difference right there in the 2 years ago or last year and this year, is that you have that wee box of space that you can create in the forward line, where before you'd have another 2 men back there, maybe just keeping one up or maybe nobody up. So it was just chock-a-block. At least there's an opportunity for forwards to get on the ball in space. And that's something you've seen a pattern of that across the championship so far. That's right. Definitely. The bigger scores, more goals. It's just perfect for spectators. They can come and watch it. I think the last few years was even hard to commentate in games. Absolutely, and now, as I say, we have the new rules, and we have obviously a lot more attacking-minded football. Now Owen Ban ships the ball back outside to the unknown Evan Broderick. Broderick passes it inside to Owen Ban. Has an opportunity here. There's a little bit of a hint of a goal on his mind, but he chipped it over the bar, and it's a good score. And Killybegs they need to get those scores to settle themselves.
Yeah, it's well worked. They're just creating that wee bit of space inside the small D inside the 21 there. There's allowing that there. It's just fast hands, fast ball, and just keep it moving. Kilcar just need to get grip again around the middle again, get back up to the end of the field.
Yeah, they definitely do. And the kick out going to come very shortly from Owen O'Donnell, signalling the new hand signals. They've been about now his last couple of years, but the goalkeepers tried to signal where they're going to put the ball, but it's worked on this occasion, and Matthew McLean has picked it up from Kilcar. He scored a 2-pointer already in this encounter, has Matthew McLean. Now it's Kilcar's turn to hold possession, and they have it through Brian O'Donnell way out in the far right hand side, chancing the legs of Odin McGuinness, who's there in close company, but he's done well. Has he overcarried it? He has overcarried it, and now Killybegs will be a little bit happier now where they've settled him in.
Yeah, momentum's a big thing at club too, and I suppose at any game, like Kilcar, the momentum then for the first 5 or 6 minutes, and they made hay. Now the momentum's starting to swing to Killybegs now too. It's just about trying to stop that momentum.
Route 1 football from Owen Ban and looking for Big Hugh, and it's going to go out to the left hand side. And suppose reflecting on that long ball and looking for the big man, it worked really, really well for Ardra with CJ inside. So that tactic's coming back in as well, Damien.
I tell you, no team can afford to play 2 men back in front of a big full forward anymore, do you see? So the option's always there to throw it on. When they just come off them then.
Yeah, absolutely. So the kick out coming once again. The signal has gone up from Owen O'Donnell. Kicks this one out to the middle. It goes looking for Kieran McGinley. The fist come, but it's been broken down, and Mark McHugh is the sharpest man there with possession. Takes us over the right. Hand passes it inside to that man McGinley once again. Taking a solo out of it, looking for a movement from the inside forward line of Shawnee Boyle, but he hasn't. He's opted to go back to Mark McHugh. McHugh happy to hand pass it over to his brother Ryan McHugh so far, and Ryan played in the half-back line for Donegal in this year's campaign, but starting at centre half forward, he likes to get forward as well, and it's a goal and 4 points for Killybegs. It's 2 points for Kilcar. It's 2 points for Killybegs so far, but it was that fast opening first 5 minutes from Kilcar which has been really impressive and has registered on the scoreline.
Three big scores, 2 a goal and 2 2-pointers. Huge.
Yeah, and there is an opportunity here once again for Kilcar. It's that man McLean once again tries to go into the left hand side and just has an opportunity to give it to Ryan McShane. McShane wearing number 6 but up on the full forward line here currently, so that's we're indicating numbers mean very little in the new modern game. But anyway, Kilcar still have possession, and we're just looking at over 9 minutes on the clock or so, and still with possession is Kilcar. And these long passes of play, suppose Killybegs just trying to get possession back, and they have to be very careful with that particular defensive style currently, because they've shipped 1-4 so far, and they're just not maybe being as rash, Damien. They're just taking their time. But here comes the kick from McLean. That one's going to drift out to the left and wide, and I suppose coming back at that point, Killybegs, I suppose the first opening couple of minutes they went in rash tackles, but they seem to be maybe just curtailed that now. Stand off.
But see, it seems to be a tactical Kilcar to move around, and that's the third 2-pointer they went for there now, Porrick, so it is. So there's an opportunity there for Kilcar to take them 2-pointers because Killybegs aren't pushing out. So then it kind of leads into does Killybegs push out and try to stop them 2-pointers. That was another chance there too. It just went wide, and then after that, then maybe creates the space inside. The
kick out goes long from corner. He got some distance behind it this time, just to be on his own 45, but the ball is on the ground, and there's a Kilcar man looking for it. It's been chipped up. There by Ryan McHugh, and it's now McLean has it out to the left hand side. It goes, and just below us here in the stand. And as you can see, conditions absolutely perfect today. This man has kicked a 2-pointer so far. As Matthew McLean, long ball in over the top looking for Boyle, and that's worked out well. Here comes Ryan McHugh, thought about the 2-pointer, but just sliced that one out to the left.
It was just a bit of a snapshot there too. But again, that's another 2-pointer. It must be on the radar this year for in this game. for Killybegs. They saw whatever they noticed in Killybegs that Kilcar can kick the 2-pointers and there's space there for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you were indicating, the battle around the middle is something that was dominated by Killybegs against Termon.
Yeah.
Why not continue that battle?
That's the main point now, because they have huge men around the middle there, you know.
Go long, suppose, is the message from Damien.
Yeah, that's out the queue there now, yeah.
Huey just took his eye off that one, but he's going to try and win possession back, and it's going to be a line ball for Killybegs. Good work by Hugh McFadden there, and chasing down Kieran McGinley. And he's having a little word with the linesman here. It's been a timid opening 11, 12 minutes or so of this Michael Murphy Senior Football Championship. Kilcar have obviously blitzed the first opening 5 minutes with a goal and 4, 2 2-pointers and a goal from Stephen McBurty as well. An absolute rifle, a cracker as well, has to be said. Here comes Owen Ban. Thought about the outside of the right boot, but anyway, he's been met by Ryan McHugh out to the left hand side. It goes now opportunity for the running Evan Broderick to kick this one, and it looks good from here.
Nice side step, good score.
Great score from Broderick, and Broderick started to come into the game a little bit more, and as has Owen Ban and Hugh.
That's right.
Well.
3 big players around the middle there, so they are, and it'll create the platform maybe going forward, you know. So Kilcar are going to have to just work it around them now in their kickouts and not throw it out to them.
Yeah, I suppose
it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy, and well, it's Kilcar who have the kick out. They're going to fight for this one out the middle once again. Up goes the wee man. It's Andrew McLean who's jumped the highest there on that occasion. Hand passes the ball out to the left hand side to Matthew McLean. He's kicked the 2-pointer already. He's coming in that right boot. That looks good score from here. That's a cracker from
we had a great view of that Porrick from this end, who had just straight off the boot curled it in lovely over the bar.
Great score, and
it's funny, there hasn't been a big hit put in yet. It's all football, so it is, you know, between the two rival clubs. It's great for the neutral now to watch this game today.
Absolutely, and especially when they're getting that wee pocket of space as well. That's a fantastic score there. We
exactly.
We had a very good view of it. No real breeze, and that's going to no breeze throughout any half.
No, and it's rare up here, you know, to have no breeze coming in off the Atlantic because you're high up, you know. But it's just a perfect day for football. Nice, calm, warm weather.
Absolutely.
Goal on here.
Opportunity here comes. Owen Ban, he's hit the top of the post. The ball could have fallen down dangerously, but Owen Ban starting to get on a lot of ball as well, Damien.
Yeah, he is. He's a phenomenal player who has a great pace.
Out to the left hand side, possession goes to Brian O'Donnell's Kilcar, who have it a goal and 5 to 3, and now that man Matthew McLean wearing number 20 happy to hold possession, and we've seen this a lot during Donegal's campaign, holding possession, just slowing things down and then going really
just
high intense.
Great, like no more than what Kilcar done for that last 2 pointers they got to. Worked across, suck all Killybegs defenders over, and next thing just put 2 passes or 3 passes into 1 pass straight across to McLean, turned down over the bar for 2-pointer where he had plenty of space to work on, you know.
Here comes Ryan McHugh back to McLean once again. He's been really accurate in the first opening 12 minutes or so. The fist goes up from Coiler. It's breaking down. It looks like it's a Killybegs Jersey's collected possession, and that man Michael Cunningham has got it, and the referee is
just a wee bit overzealous with the first though. Say there, he's just going to talk to him about it.
Have a conversation. As you were saying earlier on, the game has been in good spirits so far, and well, it's been a tussle down through the decades as well, and we've been looking forward to this one. Kilcar have started the brightest here in Fintra, a goal and 5 to 3. And well, Killybegs, you know, it's that goal really that separates them so far anyway, Dana. That's right.
Goals are going to win championship games, and especially in tight games with big rivals like these two. You know, it doesn't come down to much. Absolutely. Just a bit of flair, maybe, hey, just to get that goal and just keep that bit of breathing space. Absolutely. Although with the 2 pointers now, Porrick, you know, goals can be clawed back middle and quickly too. That's the thing, you know. I mean, nowadays you'd say a goal would, you know, it takes 3 points or 4 points to beat it.
Yeah, and well, really and truly, Killybegs are looking to get their first 2-pointer. Now it goes back inside to the running. It is Oren McGuinness, wearing number 15, the centre half forward. There currently now is Christopher Mulligan. Mulligan gives it outside now There's an opportunity here for Ryan Cunningham to Owen Ban. Owen Ban has possession, hand passes inside. This is good from Killybegs. Oh, there's a man in behind. It's the right half. Oh, the right half back at that shot. Charles Breslin. Well, he had goal written all over it, but he just pulled it to the left and wide.
And he was that Broderick inside too for a fist to the net too. If he'd have just passed across, he went for his own chance there, I think.
Yeah, another wide for Killybegs, and just looking at the wide count, two each. So both sides, are really economic in their actual shot selection at the minute. And suppose that's one thing that both sides have looked at. I know Killybegs last time out against Dunlow, they left a lot behind them.
That's right. I don't know, we're a class out too. And they got to the final last year too, so they know what their experienced side too. So they are and just come up. I suppose Killybegs maybe expected more of themselves too after a big outing against Herman the first day out.
And that can happen, Damien, as well.
Absolutely.
You've got, suppose, in Division 2 they were just getting by. I was speaking to Pádraig Boner, missing a lot of players, let's be honest. But suppose when there's so much focus in one game, the next one's right around the corner. You've no time really to.
No, and you put more focus in your home game too. They were away then against Dunlow, and Dunlow was a difficult place to go to take any points out of.
Yeah, absolutely. And here comes Owen Ban, has possession, just out to the left-hand side. It goes now currently to Owen McGuinness, and here comes the run from Broderick. Once again, he scored a point already in this encounter. Still has possession. Looks up, the ball has gone back inside to Owen Ban, and just holding possession. He does this so well, Owen Ban, as well. Just really intelligent footballer. Looks to see where the runs is coming from, and that's just
it's a loose pass, just a
loose pass. But just looking at Owen Ban, how he pulls the strings a wee bit for Killybegs. A wee bit. He pulls all the strings really at the minute.
He does. He's a go-to man out here. Hugh is kind of filtering between full forward and sort of in the half forward line. So they are. So Ban is just taking control of things out here.
Yeah, number 11, of course, is that man once again. Is Christopher Mulligan, and Jack McSharry still hasn't got on too much possession in this encounter. Now Hugh McFadden has it just outside the edge of the D. Might fancy from here. Just here comes Jack McSharry. Swings that right boot. That's going out to the right and wide. And I was just chatting, the limited ball that Jack has got so far in this encounter. He's just spotted that little bit of an opportunity, and good work by the Kilcar defence as well.
Yeah, they're closing down enough. It just wasn't your clear cut to kind of point chance from out there. He just rushed it a bit. Yeah,
here comes Killybegs once again. Killybegs, and out to the right hand side, the ball goes once again to it's McSharry now to the left hand side. There's an opportunity here for Coiler to get on it, and the centre half forward is Christopher Mulligan. Hand pass the ball back inside to Hugh McFadden. McFadden just taking his time, looking at his options inside, and drops the shoulder now. He's Ryan McHugh for a little bit of company. Back it goes to Owen Ban. Owen Ban still has possession. Here McGinley's looking to get possession back for Kilcar. Back it goes with the left boot. It's Oshin. It's drifting over the ball. It's Ryan Cunningham who kicked that one, and that's Ryan's first score in this encounter, and that's a 2-pointer. Great score.
I'd hung there for a long time now. Just creeped over.
Definitely did, but suppose there's big talk of Ryan Cunningham as well. A good solid footballer, has been up with Donegal all squads as well. And taking those shots on, maybe last year they wouldn't, this year they have to.
That's right. But the new rules give everybody confidence to have a go. Especially when you have a bit of time and space like what he had there too. Why not? On a nice evening. And the ball travels too, so does the Warren ball travels through the air. So it's not as big a kick as usual.
And that goal currently from Stephen McDurty. Of course, Kilcar haven't scored since the 11th minute or so. And looking at this, Killybegs have really got into this game as we enter the second quarter of this encounter.
They have. They've really dominated there in the middle now. So they have. And maybe the two balls were in, just Kilcar put in, but they came straight back out again. So they need to get another score now to settle themselves, and maybe working on a bit closer rather than going for the 2-pointers and chancing it from out here.
Here comes Killybegs once again. Opportunity here from that man once again. Christopher Mulligan kicks that one high and over the bar. Good score, and well, it's a 2-point game here in Fintra. Good score by Christopher.
Yeah, it's getting a wee bit simple now. The scores are getting a wee bit easier for Kilcar, so that's a great kick out there for those.
Kick out comes from Donegal.
Yeah, to Mark McHugh.
It's a little bit dangerous because they're running from Ryan Cunningham. He was hunting to get the ball back for Killybegs, but Matthew McLean has possession out on the left hand side, and well, Kilcar will need to get a score. You know, it's been nearly almost 8 or 9 minutes since their last score. You just want to keep that scoreboard ticking over.
Yeah, but you know what I noticed, even both sides there too, there's no massive speed in transition either. You know, even from a turnover, both teams seem to be happy just to get the ball back and then work it across maybe the half back line and wait to get players forward rather than just driving forward. You know, there's no mad speed on it.
Yeah, the ball goes back inside now for Brian O'Donnell. O'Donnell looks up and has to go back to Andrew McLean. Kilcar have done this before. They've got two pointers out of this type of passage of play. They're waiting for
free out this side again now.
They've got Matthew McLean out this left hand side. He's trying to get onto the right boot, but Killybegs aren't buying this one. He scored 2 already. And well, here comes Kieran McGinley. Is he going to swing that right boot? He takes the ball and solo, still has it. Back it goes, just a little bit high, the hand pass. And well, it was a good idea.
It was a great idea.
It looked like it was Ryan McHugh, just a little bit too high for him.
Yeah, he sold it on me for the 2-pointer, and he allowed him to get that space to get inside with the solo, and then Ryan was inside him. Just the pass just was about 3 inches too high. Yeah,
the pass just let him down. On this occasion, well, it's Jack McSherry and possession, switch it out to the left hand side. Now it's Killybegs' turn to get up the Eamon Byrne Memorial Park here in this Michael Murphy Senior Football Championship. A long ball inside, looking for Hugh McFadden. He's out in front, he still has it, kicks it with the right boot. It's
good save.
Good save by O'Donnell, and I think the crossbar was there as well. But Route 1 football from Killybegs changed it up a little bit. They're leaving Big Hugh in, which is interesting to see, Damon.
It is, yeah. You know, I think when he dominated so much, you're expecting against Terman, you're expecting him out around the middle. But like, that's a great option to have too. You know, and I suppose they know that maybe the Kilcar full back line isn't big in stature either too. So there's an opportunity there to throw it into him.
Yeah, absolutely. And well,
horses for courses, as they say, Porrick, you know.
Yeah, well, I suppose you have to change that up and keep the defenders guessing in this new modern era as well of football, where you're allowed to go, you know,
that's right,
to really go for those options that may be inside. Because if a hand went up or a run was made, the ball would recycle back or be moved across. You know, the option wouldn't be there. So
no, it keeps defenders honest. You know, it keeps them back then too. So then, see, that's the opposite. Then it frees up the chance of the 2-pointers. Then when they go back to stand in front of Big Hugh. Great score. He's on for. That's the left foot this time. Very good man on form there.
Matthew McLean. Yeah, we were just indicating that Kilcar will need to get a score, and Matthew McLean, as you've said, Damien, a man on form. That's a great score with his left foot.
Aye, that's a 4-point turnaround too. Saved the other end up here for a score then.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was almost a goal for Killybegs as well down there. So a big opportunity gone a begging from Kilcar, and well, it's just 24 minutes on the clock. It's a goal and 6 to 6 points. It's that goal from Stephen McBurty in the first opening couple of minutes or so that separates the sides here in Fintra in this Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Donegal Senior Football Championship. It's Kilcar against Killybegs, and there's a huge crowd here in Fintra as well in the stand, and if you're watching this on Stream Sports, you're very welcome to round 3 here.
On the crowd, Porrick, it's great the way the CCC put on the 2 games. You know, there'll be a great game in Ardra too, so you have this game to go to, and then you can always go down to the next, you know, down the road. That's a great way it's worked out, so everybody gets to see a few games, you know.
It looks like there's going to be a free on that man Ryan Cunningham currently. Yeah, just reflecting on that on the Stream Sport Pass. Don't forget, you can get the single pass for €12. You can get the weekend pass for $34.99 and the season pass for $175, which is the early bird price as well. Tonight, of course, we have Ardra against McCool's, you'll be heading to that one, Damien, straight away. And tomorrow we've Buncrana against Neve Patrick at Kikeen at 2 o'clock. For Masters against Glenfin at 5 o'clock as well. So if you can't make those particular ties, you can watch them here on the Donegal GA Stream Sport service. And well, we are bringing you this one live from Fintra tonight, and an opportunity for Hugh McFadden. He's going to take this. He's going to outside the arc. He's going to go.
I think there's a ward inside Park. I think just it's a 1 point free anyway.
So it's a 1 point free, and this will obviously. Oh, he just hasn't catched it well. The ball bounces. Oh, Kieran McGinley's on the line there. And that's another let off, you could say, from the Killybegs point of view. Just Big Hugh didn't catch it.
Get up the field quick now. Another big turnaround to be a big score now just before half time.
Another big score before half time. Conor Doherty has possession. We haven't named Conor too much. A busy little forward, traditional Kilcar forward, has to be said. Low of stature, but bundles and oodles of football ability, and the ball switched out to the far right hand side here once again. Kilcar have possession, they have it through the unrunning Andrew McLean, now moving it, trying to move it a little bit quicker, but it goes back to Ryan McHugh. McHugh has it, takes the solo with the right boot, looks, solos the dummy. On came the run from the Kilcar forward, and Stephen McBurdy who had it. Now it goes back to Andrew McLean, now to Ryan McHugh once again, still has it, has been Owen Ban hasn't taken his eyes off him, but here's a man who's in fine form this afternoon. There's Matthew McLean, back it goes to Mark McHugh. McHugh has it, and now Kieran McGinley getting on possession once again. He's been tagged there by Edward McHugh, but it is of course McGinley kicking this one with the right boot. He's known to kick a score.
That's it. Great score
by Kieran McGinley. Way out in the far right hand side.
He spotted the weak side over there too. He was just 1-on-1, just created that bit of gap between him and the marker and threw it over the bar. Again, that was the drop shot up the other end, up and over the bar. That's another big swing.
Yeah, great point by Kieran McGinley, and just keeps Kilcar's noses as we head into the last couple of minutes in this Donegal Senior Football Championship Round 3 tie in Eamon Byrne Memorial Park. The ball has dropped down. It's being collected there by Ryan McShane. As you can hear, the Kilcar crowd around us aren't too happy about that now. It's an opportunity for McSharry. Goes back inside now to Owen Van Gallagher. Has possession, just crossing the 45 out to the left hand side. It goes now. Broderick still has it. And well, the crowd feel that Evan Broderick overcarried the ball, but Killybegs, how do we like to get a score before the half-time whistle? Here comes that man, Cunningham once again, tries to get on that right, out it goes to Hugh McFadden, takes a solo out of it. A great interception there by the Kilcar defence.
Just caught him a bit high.
It looks like Ryan McHugh has...
it was pretty accidental now, but he just caught him in the face, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of an accidental foul there, and was he a little bit lucky in that one, Damien, or... Maybe I'm being a wee bit dubious. Hugh, did he buy that one? Did he?
No, I think it would look like he got caught in the face just with a stray hand when he was going across there, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be a free in, and Ryan McHugh's having a chat with match referee Cahill Boland on this. As Hugh cleans his boots, he should kick this one over the bar. And well, that's what we're indicating.
Yeah, it's over carrying instance earlier on. That's where you're wondering about the rules. Then you know what I mean. He was surrounded by two players. I know they didn't tackle him, but they just got round him and he couldn't get rid of the ball. Then you know, and as a two-man tackle or is over carrying, you know that's the.
Here comes Hugh McFadden, kicks it one high and over the bar, and an important score going in at half time by Hugh McFadden. And suppose from a Killybegs point of view, you go down. You're still just behind that goal, but you came back. They went 1-4 down before they responded with a score by Seamus Og. Within that first opening 5 minutes or so, Kilcar kicked the goal in 4.
That's right, and that's keeping them ahead. Just was that out of the blocks, quick start. You know, Kilcar have forwards, and they always had forwards, and you'll always win matches if you have forwards.
Absolutely, and Kilcar. Well, one man who's been really on form tonight is Matthew McLean. He has kicked 4 points so far. Stephen McBurdy has got the goal from a Kilcar point of view, and Mark McHugh kicked things off for the Kilcar men with a 2-pointer. Now they still have it to Ryan McHugh. Hand pass ball inside now to Stephen McBurdy. It's good to see Stephen back out.
I tell you, he had a tough time with injuries too for a long time there. It's great to see him back.
Yeah, absolutely, Stephen. And
nice lad, so yes, aye.
So much to offer as well, and well, Matthew McLean has it dancing to the left and to the right. He's got Hugh McFadden for a little bit of company. Out to the left hand side it goes to Mark McHugh. Kicks this one high. That's a great score by Mark McHugh. Fabulous work by Matthew McLean. Great work by Mark McHugh. We just mentioned him. He kicked the first opening score, and will that be the final score before the half-time whistle?
There it is, aye. Matthew created the space for Mark. Just he sucked the defender towards him to stop that 2-pointer. Again, out to Mark, bit of space. Mark, cool as you like, no bother there, kick it over the bar.
Yeah, and an important score as well, has to be said. Damien getting in at half time. Suppose, in a game where it's ebb and flow really from the point of view of when Killybegs settled, they got into the game. Owen Band started to pull a couple of strings around the middle, a little bit of nerve, suppose, a big crowd here from a Killybegs point of view, expectation as well. Kilcar started really, really fast. I know we've referenced it a couple of times, but they just showed that little bit of experience at the start.
That's right. It's a a lot of young players there too. It's a nervous big derby, championship football, big crowd playing at home. The nerves are bound to take an effect there too. Now Killybegs will settle down a bit, but Killybegs still find it hard to get them scores. Kilcar seem to be getting more opportunities, easier opportunities for scores than Killybegs are.
Just looking at the 2-pointer, we've seen Mark McHugh, the first opening score was a 2-pointer. Alright, the goal came then from Stephen McBurdy, but the third score was another 2-pointer as well. That's
right. No, it looks like, and even the shots they put wide too was from out 2-point range. So obviously it's something that's on the radar. They have worked on it. They see an opportunity there. Maybe they notice that the Killybegs don't push out particularly hard on players around that D, around that outer arc, so there's opportunities there that there's space there and time enough to kick to relax and kick a score. So obviously it's something. And then what happens then when Killybegs push out? They have maybe McLean there who can drop the shoulder just on the marker that's trying to stop him kicking that 2-pointer, drop the shoulder, push past him, and he's very, very accurate from getting outside.
Yeah, that is the voice, of course, of Damien Diver, I should say. And well, it's been Kilcar who have the lead here at half time. A goal and 8 to Killybegs 7 points. The first score came from the boot of Mark McHugh. It was a 2-pointer. The goal, we'll watch this one back, from Stephen McBurdy on the 4th minute. Then it was Matthew McLean with a 2-pointer for Kilcar. On the 5th minute, it was Seamus O'Byrne who responded from a Killybegs point of view, but up stepped Matthew McLean once again, and Owen Ban got on the act for Killybegs. That left it 1-5 to 2 points in favour of Kilcar. Then Matthew McLean, the man of the half, of course, got on another score from a Kilcar point of view, but it was Evan Broderick and Christopher Mulligan responded for Killybegs. On the 27th minute, Kieran McGinley had another opportunity way out in the far right hand side, kicking into the town end here in Eamon Byrne Memorial Park. And on the 30th minute, Hugh McFadden responded for a free from Killybegs. And just before we cross over to it was that man Mark McHugh who kicked another score, his second of this round 3 Michael Murphy Senior Football Championship tie. So it's half time here in Fintra. It's a goal and 8 for Kilcar at 7 points for Killybegs.
At Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure, we cater for everyone, from top sporting athletes to relaxed casual sporting individuals and everyone in between. We also provide a large range of teamwear services and cater for schools and clubs. Orders can be customised to your specification to suit your individual needs. From clothing to equipment, we've got you covered.
down through the years for Kilcar. And here's another man who's been really committed.
That's a 2-pointer, Mark.
Yeah, 2-pointer by Mark McHugh, and well, absolutely outside of the right boot, and well, there's no real breeze here today as well.
Bad kick out.
Kick out by Coyler. That's an opportunity for Stephen McBurdy. McBurdy still has it. Goal on his line. Oh, what a goal! Defence crossfield ball, beautiful ball there. It has to be said. Now Matthew McLean has it. Kicks from just outside the arc again. That's another 2-pointer. Some of that defensive system that filters back in numbers. Now this is better from Killybegs. Here comes the shot from the right half back. Seamus Burns to the unrunning Evan Broderick. Broderick passes it inside to Owen Ban. Has an opportunity here. There's a little bit of a hint of a goal on his man. There's now opportunity for the unrunning Evan Broderick to kick this one, and it looks good from here.
Nice side step, good score.
Great score. Ball out to the left hand side to Matthew McLean. He's kicked the 2-pointer already. He's coming in that right boot. That looks good score from here. That's a cracker from Matthew
with a great view of that Porrick from
there. Back it goes with the left boot. It's Oshin. It's drifting over the ball. It's Ryan Cunningham.
Pointers and Johnson from out here.
Comes Killybegs once again. Opportunity here from that man.
And see, that's the opposite then. It frees up the chance of the 2-pointers then when they're going back to stand in front of Big Hugh. Great score. He's on for us the left foot this time.
But it is, of course, McGinley kicking this one with the right boot. He's known to kick a score.
That's a great score. And he couldn't get rid of the ball then, you know. And as the 2-man tackler is over carrying, you know, that's the.
Here comes Hugh McFadden. Right, he's got Hugh McFadden for a little bit of company. Out to the left hand side, it goes to Mark McHugh. Kicks this one high. That's a great score by Mark McHugh. And you're very welcome back to Fintra and to Eamon Byrne Memorial Park for this round 3 clash of the Michael Murphy Senior Football Championship. If you've just joined us, it is of course the Kilcar men who have the lead at half time. 1-8 to 7 points, both sides just making their way back out onto the pitch. And the big talking point at half time, Damien, was of course that goal, that rocket from Stephen McBurty, and what a goal it was too. And I suppose that's a big score.
It was like Killybegs managed to crawl it back to that goal, but they still couldn't eat into that goal, and that could be a big say near the end of the game now, unless Killybegs managed to hit the net themselves, you know.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Mark Sweeney and of course his subs to make their way to the bench, but we're all good to go for this second half. And don't forget, later on this afternoon, or this evening I should say, Ardra taking on McCool's here live on the Stream Sport as well. 7:30 is the throw in there in Kentucky. The ball is up, and up goes Hugh McFadden. It bounces off his chest. It's going to be collected there by the centre half forward. And here comes Kilcar. They started really quick in the first opening half. They still have possession here. Here comes the shot. It looks like Here comes Stephen McBurty. I thought he was going to pull the left boot on that one, but it's just going to be a free. Brought back out, and he's been marshalled and handled there by Killian Gildea, and it's a tight tussle. Two big men.
But that's the pace now we're talking about. You know, that's the pace that the team, they're not transitioning off maybe from a turnover, where once they won that ball in the middle of the field, now there's just transition straight into the heart of the defence at speed. And this might work out alright for them, because there's a 2-point free now. Yeah,
that man Matthew McLean already, he's kicked 2 2-pointers in the first opening half, and the sideline referee is just taking him back just at the 40. Is he going to go for it?
I would say this man kicked 2-pointers in his sleep.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's been phenomenal in the first opening half in this encounter. And here comes McLean. There's no breeze here in Fintra. Cannot believe I'm saying that, but there isn't. But here comes the right boot of McLean. Catches this one. It's going to drift out to the left hand side, and it's going to be picked up by the goalkeeper, of course, Shane Byrne there. Now it's Killybegs who have possession out to the left hand side. Now they have it through that man Seamus O'Byrne. He kicked a point in the first opening half, and he likes to do that throughout this Michael Murphy's Senior Football Championship. He kicked one against Dunlow and also against Termon. Owen Bangalore has possession, really doing what he needs to do, and possession now is in the hands of Oren McGuinness. McGuinness scored 3 points against Dunlow and need to get Oren on the ball a bit more as well, Killybegs.
That's right, I know he's class act. The big queue inside again now from the start of this half as well too. Yeah, you can see Ban when he gets the ball, the head's up looking for that ball inside, you know, from early doors from out here.
Passes a play here. Christopher Mulligan kicks this one high, and it's the first opening score for Killybegs, and it's Christopher Mulligan.
Well worked.
And well worked score as well, it has to be said.
Something to note there too, Porrick, whenever the scores that Killybegs got in the first half too, they were all got from that pass and move into the heart of the D, and most of them were caught. Most of them were scored generally from front of the goals. You know what I mean? There was no points scored from out in the wings and all that. They were working into the heart of the D.
That's obviously something that Porrick Boner and his side are thinking about whenever they get possession, taking it into that scoring.
They're taking it into that, and they're passing the ball right and just carrying on their run, and nobody's picking that ball, that movement into that area up at all.
Here comes Kilcar once again to Brian O'Donnell out to the right hand side. It's the right half forward, Andrew McLean. McLean has been in fine form today so far. Gives it back inside to McShane. McShane just doesn't have a left boot there to swing at that one, but goes back into Kieran McGinley. He kicked one already in the first opening half. Back it goes now to Stephen McBurty out to the left hand side. The big news, of course, is Patrick McBurty hasn't started today, is not on the panel for today's game. Now Ryan McHugh combines with Mark McHugh, kicks this one high. Good score from Ryan. That goes right over the mark spot. And that's good patient play by Kilcar, Damien.
Absolutely, it's hard to mark pace to Porrick, so it is. Right, Mark got it, telepathy with the brother, Ryan coming flying off the shoulder there. It's hard to stop that.
Yeah, absolutely, and interestingly to look at Ryan's movement. He'll move from the half back line, sneak in behind into that half forward, full forward, and just wait for that.
That's right. Just a wee bit of cuteness, a wee bit of know-how, and then hit Hit the accelerator then when you're...
Great kick out. Here comes Owen Ban. You're on about the accelerator. This man has it out to the right hand side. It goes to Hugh McFadden. A good tackle, it has to be said, by Kieran McGinley. He's... That
was an important tackle because there was another man inside on the edge of the square. He was about to hand pass into him, as they call it, a good foul.
Yeah, well, exactly, a good foul at the right time as well, because there was only one thing on Hugh's mind there.
Yeah.
Goal.
Yeah, that's right. And he had the hand back right, a hand pass into him too, but the foul just came in at the right time.
Kieran McGinley showing all of his experience, and you know, it was as you say, a good foul, but the match referee is Cahill Boland's going to he's having a chat with the sideline referee about this.
There's the question: is it a black card or was he inside the box for a penalty? What's the discussion about?
I would say it's a black card. You could be right on that now, but Kieran McGinley, for me, it'd be a harsh black card. It is a black card for Kieran McGinley. You're right, Damien. And look, as you say, there's a good foul, and he's.
It's not a good foul now, but.
Going to be down Kieran McGinley for 10 minutes, and here comes the opportunity now for Killybegs, and that man. It's the centre half forward, Christopher Mulligan. Is it, or is Ryan Cunningham? He kicks his second score. He kicked a 2-pointer in the first opening half, and that's his second score there. So, a black card, a big turning point.
Big turning point now, aye.
I seen one of those last week against Red Hughes, and Nivora didn't capitalise on it. So it's important how Killybegs capitalise on it.
Well, see, Killybegs now back to that goal again now. It'd be interesting to see can they penetrate that 3 points now and get it back to 2 and so on. Out around the middle now, there's a big man less for Kilcar around the middle. Yeah. So that's the danger now. The Killybegs will create a big platform now in the middle to get that ball all the time.
So black card for
Kilcar nearly will start working short from kick-outs now for a while, try to get men free around the D just to get the ball away, because Kieran Gillespie's a big loss around the middle.
Kieran McGinley is out for 10 minutes, and what bearing that might have on the game, but here comes a chance, and out to the left it goes, and that's the first wide of the second half. And just looking at the wides today, the wide counts, you're looking at 2 in the first half from a Kilcar point of view, 3 from Killybegs, and they've been really good with shot selection, and as you were saying earlier on, it was about moving the ball into the right positions. Killybegs have been doing that, and suppose Kilcar have gone for the more difficult shot.
They have, and it's worked. It's worked. You know, they got their 2-pointers. I know a few of them are wide too, but it's kind of risk reward. You know, if you have the shooters and there's no wind, why not? It's not as risky of a chance then from the 2 points with the day there's in it.
Yeah, Killybegs are hunting down this ball, but
he's out. He's got out of her.
Good passes, good bit of.
This is where you need men coming out, flying up the field off the shoulder.
Good bit of running by Gary Malloy. Now it's McLean who has possession. It's that man Andrew McLean out to the right hand side. It goes to Matthew, who just hand passes back inside, and it goes to Mark McHugh to the left, to his brother Ryan McHugh. No doubt he's going to take on Seamus O'Byrne. He just does that, kicks this one from distance. That'll be a great score. That'll be a fantastic score by Ryan McHugh. He clenches his fist, and you knew the moment that left his boot. Great score by Ryan McHugh.
That's just class. That is class. Just when Killybegs thought they were gaining a bit of momentum, hey, up steps Ryan McHugh and swings it over the bar.
Yeah, great score. 111 to 9 points in favour of Kilcar here currently. We're just gone 7.5 minutes into the second half in Fintra. Oh, a bit of a hospital pass, but it worked out all right on that occasion, and Charlie Bresnan had to be very, very quick with the hand pass inside to his on-running defender. Now Killybegs have possession once again through Edward McHugh. McHugh now to Owen Ban, looking for Hugh McFadden, but he's out to the left hand side. Now Hugh is actually, you can see him waving his hands at a number of the Killybegs forward line to get up, because they're sitting very deep, Damien.
No, it's hard to score out there. You need to move it, get no runners coming out.
Good work by Owen Ban. Still has possession. Here comes Hugh McFadden. Now he's been surrounded by a number of Kilcar jerseys. Back it goes now to Owen Ban. Back it goes to Hugh McFadden. He sees a little bit of space. He's trying to get onto that right boot. Here comes an opportunity for Killybegs. That's a great score by Oran McGuinness.
When Hugh gets the ball, Porrick, he tracks that two men. You have the man marking him too, but they're aware that Hugh one step inside, Hugh has the potential to swing the ball over the bar, so they're double marking him, which meant that left space outside, and then for that hand pass and left maybe about 3 or 4 yards of space, and you couldn't be closed down for that point there.
Just looking, we've had 6 scores on the board, 3 from either side. 9 minutes gone into the second half. This is going to be we're going to run out of paper, I doubt, if this continues, but it's a great game of football. It's end to end so far. It's Killybegs who have possession. Just a little poor ball, but being collected there. Oh, heavy hit from Ryan McHugh. Seamus O'Byrne could be in a hot bother here.
High challenge there, it really was.
Yeah, well, it's Ryan McHugh who's on the deck here currently. The referee is having a chat. Your opinion on that challenge there, Damien?
It looked, I know, it was bent over a wee bit, but it still looked very high. So that it just looked, he came through him at head height.
Yeah, it's an interception, and yeah, it's another shot on the head for Ryan. Seamus Byrne is very lucky because sometimes you can. Those particular challenges, they're dangerous. Any
above the head now it's, you're flirting with danger then. So yeah.
Long ball under the top for McLean. Back it goes to Mark McHugh, out to the left to Ryan McHugh. He's kicked the 2-pointer his last time making that run. Can he do the same? He still has possession. Seamus O'Byrne is chasing down after him. He still has it. Ryan McHugh way out in the far left hand side, looking to get a little bit of space here. Hand passes the ball inside now for Stephen McBurdy. McBurdy still has possession, takes a soul, and Witts has to go back. And now it's Mark McHugh who has possession. Out to the right, Mark of course kicked Kilcar's final score before the half-time whistle. Good passage of play from Kilcar. They still have it, and well, Killybegs are hunting in packs trying to get it back, but well, the man that has it is Ryan McShane. McShane sees a run now from the on-running opportunity. He made that run. It was Conor Doherty, and well, they're pulling the back. Is that Seamus O'Byrne? Is he in baller here? Yeah, it looks like it's not. It's Jack McSharry.
Jack McSharry, yeah. But Kilcar's creating a massive area of space there inside the large D. Porrick. They're creating a huge amount of space there. They're taking all the Killybegs players out, and then you have that wee dart inside then too. And if he wasn't brought down there, he was straight through and goals.
Absolutely, and well, another opportunity. Just seeing, was that a yellow card?
Yellow card, yeah.
And was Jack McSharry, was it got that yellow card?
Jack, yeah.
Kicked over the bar by Matthew McLean, and some incidents just starting to appear a little bit, Damien. Some clumsy tackles.
Ryan's going to book for something now. Yellow card for Ryan. Must be just for talking, is it?
Yeah, was maybe explaining to the referee that he's not happy with some of the challenges that has gone in. But anyway, it's back to this round 3 Donegal Senior Football Championship tie between Kilcar and Killybegs, and there's going to be another free. The kick out, a big kick from the boot of Shane Byrne, but now it's Kilcar who have possession once again. That looks like it's just drifted out
away. Big chance that the pace has moved up a bit, Porrick, in this game, so it has. Kilcar have upped the pace a bit.
Yeah,
and Killybegs are finding it hard to live with the pace at the moment.
Yeah, Andrew McLean just
that should have been a score, really.
Just out to the left and wide, and should have been a score, but wasn't. It's important to take those opportunities as well. Killybegs, I suppose.
He nearly had too much time to think about it there, really, you know.
Yeah.
But like that, Killybegs got it back to the goal, but they still haven't penetrated that goal yet. It's back up to 5 points again now, is it?
Here comes the kick from Shane Byrne. He's got his boot behind this one. Up goes him, but it's been Kilcar hand, I think, that got to it. Now it's Kilcar once again. They're going through another bit of a purple patch. They have it through. Their centre half back is Ryan McShane out to the left hand side. Now it goes to Matthew McLean. McLean, of course, has found the range in both halves. He kicked 2 2-pointers in the first opening half and a point in the second half so far. Here comes Ryan McHugh, kicks that one from distance. Oh, it hits the crossbar.
Both teams have knocked the pin to that crossbar.
Killybegs still have possession deep in their own half. 112 to 10 points in favour of the visitors in this round 3 Michael Murphy Senior Football Championship. And has the ball JB Gallagher.
That's John Bond.
Has overcarried just on the field of play, and well, it's just overcarried that one. It's going to be an opportunity here. Is Ryan McHugh coming over to hit it? No, it looks like Matthew McLean or Mark McHugh is going to kick it. Here comes Matthew McLean. It's just outside the arc as well.
2-point chance, yeah.
2-point opportunity here for McLean. And as we've said, there's no real breeze here in Fintra this afternoon. It is, of course, an opportunity for Matthew McLean to kick his third 2-pointer. Here comes McLean. That looks good from here. It's hanging in the air. Oh, it's just opportunity. It drops down to the hands of Andrew McLean. And Andrew McLean has been the sharpest to that one and just tapped that one over the bar, and that's 113. It was Ryan McShane, excuse me, was it? Yeah. And Kieran McGinley is back on. No, it was Andrew McLean. It's Kieran McGinley.
That was a very good power play there for 10 minutes for Kilcar. They outscored Killybegs, nail man down.
Yeah, absolutely. They have indeed, but now Killybegs have possession deep in their own half, and yeah, it was just over 15 minutes gone in this second half, nearly 16 minutes now. It's Killybegs who have to show their hand here. Now this man particularly can do that. It's Jack McSharry out to the left hand side. It goes to JB Gallagher, now trying to get on that right boot. As Hugh McFadden solves the ball, it bounces off his chest and it's fallen awkwardly. Now it's Kilcar who have it, but the ball has dropped to the ground. They have it through that man once again. It's Gary Malloy who's showing guts and determination, and now out to the left hand side. Possession goes to Matthew McLean.
Far more pace.
It's Ryan McHugh or Mark McHugh who opts to go back and go back inside once again. If you've referenced that a few times, the pace has gone up in this particular game.
Absolutely, aye, and even you can just feel it in the crowd too. The intensity's gone up within the crowd as well too. Yeah. They're anticipating a great finish to this game now.
Yeah, absolutely. 113 to 10 points. It's Kilcar who've had 6-point cushion, but 6 points, as we know, can be clawed back. Good work by McShane. Here comes the unrunning Andrew McLean trying to get onto that right boot. Hand pass the ball inside. There's an opportunity here for McShane. Back it goes to Ryan McHugh. Dances to the left and to the right and kicks that one over the bar. Great score by Ryan McHugh. Patience by McLean, and well, Ryan has really stepped up in the second half. That's his third score, it has to be said, in this half, Damien.
It is. It's very noticeable too. Like when Hugh McFadden, Killybegs county man, gets the ball, he's closed down by 2 players. When Ryan McHugh has the ball, he's not been closed down, and he's man of the match this second half so far. He's creating what has he scored so far the second half? You know, he's tapping over the bar, he's getting the ball, he's driving forward. Yeah, they nearly need double mark him out on that side.
He's 4 points scored in this.
It's a different side, that's right.
Of course. And, well, comes from Byrne. The kick out once again goes long up the middle, and well, the ball has broken down, and Kilcar have got it through Conor Doherty once again. It's all Kilcar so far in this tie. 17 minutes gone into the second half, and you would feel that Killybegs have to get a score back, but Kilcar have really held possession, and they still have it through that man Andrew McLean. McLean lifts his head and waiting for a runner. Here comes Stephen McBurty. That looks just hit the post again. The ball has drifted down, and JB Gallagher is there. John Ban has possession, and
great tackle.
Good tackle there, and it's Killybegs have to get a score here, Damien, you would think.
They have to get a score. They need something to get the scoreboard moving again. They're finding it very difficult to get past that 20.
Yeah, absolutely. They have it out on the left hand side now to the on-run Owen Mulligan. Mulligan puts it inside to Hugh McFadden. There's 2 or 3 Kilcar jerseys around him. Finally got the ball back out. Now there's a man in the overlap. This is an opportunity here for Breslin. Goal by that man, Charlie Breslin, and that could be the shot in the arm for the home side.
That's the goal. That's the goal they couldn't surpass. So they couldn't, and Beatrice now will push on from that. Again, Hugh partly, I say that Hugh's been double and treble marked. He indirectly kind of led to that goal there too. He sucked in 3 or 4 Kilcar players, pushed it out, crossed the far side, free man. There wasn't enough defenders then to look after the man coming in from the weak side.
Game on here in Fintra. A goal, a crucial score for the home side. And a goal and 14 for Killybegs. It's 110 for Killybegs, 114 for Kilcar. A 4-point lead so far for the near neighbours. And this game is it's really end to end so far. Here comes Kieran McGinley. He's back on the field to play. He got a black card in the 5th minute in this encounter, and it's Matthew McLean and co who really rallied in that particular passage of 10 minutes, tagging on a number of scores, crucial scores as well, and it looked like Kilcar
at the extra man. Exactly, that's right.
And here comes Conor Doherty currently has possession deep into the Killybegs half now. Wearing number 2 is Brian O'Donnell. Out to the left hand side it goes to Andrew McLean. Of course, Kilcar last won the Dr. Maguire back in 2017, and this man was pivotal in, is Kieran McGinley. McGinley got a score in the first half. That'll be a huge score if it goes over the bar. It's just going to go out to the left and wide, and Kieran McGinley just drives past players.
Yeah, it's funny that's the 3rd shot from this side of the field. They're drifting wide in that far post. I know one of them hit the post, but the other 2 went wide. All the scores seem to be coming from the other side for some reason. And
we keep referencing there's no breeze here in Fintra today.
No. Usually a bit of gale coming in off the Atlantic there now, and that'll be a very short hard. No, that's
45
for Mark.
Mark McHugh placed the ball on the ground, and here comes Mark. 20 minutes on the clock. Kicks this one. It's hanging out to the right, and it's gone wide. It's the 3rd wide for Kilcar in the second half. There's 5 wides in total, and another one from a Kilcar point of view. That goal, the movement for Killybegs, it was good work by Big Hugh. It looked like he was going to overcarry the ball, but somehow he got it out. I think it was to Owen Ban. Owen Ban gave it inside. The run came from deep from Charles Breslin and just rifled it into the back of the net. And a good goal at a crucial time for Killybegs.
Great finish. He had a lot to do too. No more than Sammy Bertie too from that side.
Yeah, 2 splendid goals so far in this Michael Murphy Senior Football Championship here in Fintra at Eamon Byrne Memorial Park, and Owen Ban is going to kick this one high. He's going to kick that one over the bar. Great score.
It's time the likes of Ban and Hugh to grab the game with the scruff of the neck now, you know what I mean, and drag their team back into it again. You know, they have the pace, of the fitness, of the strength. Yeah. You know, like the way Ryan is doing to Kilcar without primary Bertie too, you know.
And anytime Owen Ban gets the ball, he just finds that little, that little bit of space, that little bit of time as well, Damien.
Great catch.
Yeah, great catch by Brian O'Donnell. Kilcar have possession now through Andrew McLean. McLean taking a solo out of it, looking to the right hand side. He sees the run from Ryan McHugh. McHugh trying to get onto the left boot or right boot. He's fancied either, but here comes Stephen McBurdy. Back it goes to McLean once again, and Kilcar slows things down. And now it's Stephen McBurdy hand passing the ball out to the left hand side, and the hand goes up from Mark Sweeney. Push in, it seems to be what he's indicating. He's trying to get a bit of movement inside, but lovely bit of pass. So dummy. Here comes that man once again. Opportunity shot by Ryan McShane. Body's on the line, the ball is still dancing, and it's just been collected there by Ben Conneely. The ball's still on the ground, but it's been collected by Niall Carberry. Now it's Killybegs who still have it. It's just been overcarried. There was a sea of the blue and gold jerseys around. It's it's going to be a free. Matthew McLean, and if you're a manager, you'd be absolutely delighted the way Kilcar hunted that ball down, didn't allow Killybegs the time to get it out, Damien.
No, that's right. I was going to say, like, Kilcar was straight through there, but take your point, put it, keep the scoreboard ticking over, like another 4 points, rather, because he had 2 or 3 men to beat, but when they came back out, then they just snuffed blood there too. And a great referee, and it's an easy free to give to free out when there's men round a boy in the back line, do you know what I mean? But in fairness,
Matthew McLean kicks that one over the bar and keeps that scoreboard ticking over, Damien.
Yeah, that's important. After a goal, you need to just keep the scoreboard ticking.
Now Hugh McFadden has got possession once again for Killybegs. JB Gallagher hand passes the ball back out inside to the on-run Edward McHugh. Now McHugh back to Owen Ban. He's kicked a point in the second half for Porrick Boner's side, but anyway still has possession, and he's getting a little bit more attention from Conor Doherty and co. He goes back inside to Ryan Cunningham. Cunningham has a look and sees the run now from Hugh McFadden. Should swing the right boot for this one. It looks like it's going to filter over the bar. It is, and that's Hugh McFadden's first score in this second half. It's his second in the tie, and an important time to get a score.
Because he's well lame there too, Hugh, at the moment. Picked up where you knocked there.
Yeah, and it's 115 to 112. It's end-to-end stuff here in Fintra, and well, if you're watching it on the stream from all around the world, you're very welcome to this particular encounter. Down through the years, it's been a battle in the 90s, and it's still a battle today, and it's great to see these battles continue. And I'd like to say hello to Michael Gallagher. He's over in Liverpool, I think, at the minute, or could be in Dubai, who's watching the stream live as well. And Killybegs still have a lot to do, but the boot of Matthew McLean, is that another 3 point? No, it's not. That's a great score by McLean. You just can't take your eyes off this particular game at the minute. It's end to end. My notepad, as I said, is I'll have to get a couple of notepads of you in the shop.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic the scores are being kicked now in football in general. You know what I mean? The crowds are voting with their feet too. County games, club games, they're just enjoying their football now. Sure, this is where else would you want to be on a championship Sunday watching this kind of football, you know?
Having a look at the last, since the 17th minute, a point by Ryan McHugh, a goal then from Charlie Breslin, a point then by Owen Ban, another score from Matthew McLean, then Hugh McFadden kicks one, now Matthew McLean responds to another one, so it's end to end here in Fintra, and it's what we want to see. Now here comes a long ball in, looking for Hugh McFadden, it's hanging in the air, the ball finds the goal! The long ball, I think it was Ryan Cunningham who kicked that one in. I think it was just waiting for confirmation. Out came the goalkeeper, out came the looking, and a goal at a crucial time. I'll just confirm that particular goal there, but what a big score.
Warwick, as an old man, you say to me, put it into the mixer. You don't know what's going to happen when it's in there, do you know?
Absolutely.
That's just it. Once it's in there, anything can happen.
On the 26th
There's a wee bit of a mix-up between the full-back and the keeper there now. Yeah. You know, you wee bit understand there who's going for what.
Owen O'Donnell came out as well as that man. I think it was Owen McCormick who came out as well to deal with Hugh McFadden. And a goal, well, it fairly sets things up here in Fintra. Now here comes Ryan McShane, has possession, still has it, and he's got a Killybegs man chasing after it. Should fist this ball over the bar.
Let's score. Pace was written all over that corner. He got the ball out here in the midfield, took his man on. Nobody could live with him pace-wise. Cut in, tapped the ball, or finished the ball over the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. Great score. And as you indicated, the pace is so important there. There was a number of Killybegs men, Josh McCrory, on his shoulder, but he just had that extra yard.
Couldn't live with him. And the open field ahead of him.
Yeah, so it's Killybegs who have possession here currently. It's 18-20 currently. 1-17 for Kilcar. 2-12 for Killybegs here currently. So there's still just 28 minutes on the clock, and Owen Ban Gallagher has possession. And Killybegs, they need to get a score here, Damien.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they need to push on now from getting that goal again too. They're still behind. They still have their noses in front with all the goals.
Yeah, and here comes Killybegs. They have it once again. 28 minutes on the clock in this Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Donegal Senior Football Championship round 3. It's a cracker here in Fintra. Now they need a score. Here comes the boot from Bodrick. It hits the top of the post. It's just got out to the left hand side. It's still in play. In goes the shoulder, and it's going to be a free out there.
That's a corner forward free kick there to give away there.
A lazy
kind of
shoulder.
A lazy tackle.
Yeah, and Kilcar, I suppose, with 29 minutes on the clock.
Right. Like if you're Porty Boner, you go off the head of that. You can't stand up, put him under pressure, let him play the ball out. But that's too handy.
Yeah, this is good from Kilcar. The ball over the top from Brian O'Donnell. It was Ryan McHugh who gave that ball. Now a hand pass inside for Kieran McGinley. Is going to try and take a shot on. No, he goes out to the right hand side. Here comes the opportunity for Kilcar. He still has it now. It's Stephen McPurty out to the right. It's Boyle who has possession, looking for a little bit of movement. It goes back to that man Matthew McLean, who's been immense today for Kilcar, it has to be said. Himself and Ryan McHugh have been fantastic.
See the difference in tactics there too. Killybegs are filling out their full forward line and leaving less players out here. Kilcar the opposite. Kilcar playing all their players out here with maybe one or two inside the edge of the box. It's interesting to see the difference in dynamics in the two teams.
We're nearly 30 minutes on the clock here. It'll be interesting to see how long is left in this encounter. And here comes Matthew McLean. There's 2 points currently in it. 117 for Kilcar. It's 212 for Killybegs here currently. Here comes Ryan McHugh. McHugh still has possession. Gives it inside now to that man. Has an opportunity. Hits the ball. The ball's still on the ground. It's going to be a free out for Killybegs, and there's a number of Kilcar players around us here. The ball was dancing on the ground. The goalkeeper did really well, but 2 minutes of additional time here currently, and is there time for Killybegs? There definitely is. So 2-pointer. Can they get themselves into that position? Here comes Owen Bangalore. 31 minutes on the clock. He's crossing the halfway line. Still has possession. And here comes Hugh McFadden. Thought about giving it to him, but he's been marshalled there by Kilcar jersey.
The most think the goalkeeper can kick a 2-pointer.
Yeah,
he's up there.
Shane Byrne. Is he going to be the toast of Fintra here tonight?
Here
now
comes,
goes back inside. Opportunity from
wide
Ryan
ball.
Cunningham. It's just gone out to the left and wide. It was just didn't catch it right, and as you were saying, the goalkeeper came up. He can kick a 2-pointer. Now it'll just be interesting to see how long's left. I have 31 minutes on the clock here in Eamon Byrne Memorial Park in Fintra for this round 3 of the Michael Murphy Senior Football Championship. 212 for Killybegs, that is 18 points. 117 for Kilcar, that is 20 points. The ball goes out the middle, and who gets it? Only Ryan McHugh. Still has it, has a lot to do here. He's a number of red and white jerseys after him. Gives it back inside now and takes the returning pass from Conor Doherty. Now an opportunity here for Andrew McLean. The ball is on the ground, and Killybegs have they got possession back. It's been touched on the ground. This is going to be a big opportunity, and they're looking for the goalkeeper Shane Byrne to come up and kick this one. This could be a huge...
This is the last kick of the game, I'll say. That's a long butt out.
Yeah, he's 50 odd yards on out. Yeah, maybe more, plus that. 55 even. Yeah. Looks by the body language of referee Cal Boland, this is the last kick of the game. Now, all eyes are on Shane Byrne, the goalkeeper, to step up and kick this one. The Kilcar supporters around us, well, they're biting whatever fingernails they have currently.
That's a big kick, Park. Now that is.
It's a huge kick.
That's going to be up there along with Downing's kick last weekend.
Here comes Shane Byrne, and this is going to be the last kick of the game. He has to find the range. There's no breeze here in front of it. He's just slipped. It's sliding out to the left, and it's gone wide. He just slipped. And there goes the full-time whistle. And disappointment from Killybegs on this particular evening, but what a game of football we had, Damien.
Great spectacle from two rival clubs. That's a big result now for Kilcar to come down to Killybegs' backyard to beat them down here is huge. That's huge.
Looking at the second half performance by Kilcar, they really, for the first opening half, it was something that they did really well in the first 5 minutes. They went at Killybegs. They did exactly the same in passage of play in the second half. Not as much maybe, but when you reference it a few times, they moved the ball really, really quick.
I think Kilcar found it far easier to get space. Ryan McHugh driving it from that side. Once he beat the first man, he could tap the ball over the bar. Just scores seemed to come easier to Kilcar, so that Killybegs to work harder. They were relying on getting goals, really get them back into it. And even at that then too, they found it difficult to just clip over them few scores, just about a wee bit of not even daylight between them, but just to drag yourself back into it again.
Yeah, and just looking at that, when you look at leaders when they step forward, the likes of Ryan McHugh in the second half really stepped up. He kicked, I think it's 5 points I have him down as. He kicked a 1-2 pointer and chipped on a number of scores for Kilcar. Himself and Matthew McLean were immense today for Kilcar.
They're probably the two men, I would say, definitely.
And just looking at that Kilcar performance today, coming in here without Patrick McBurty, the news didn't filter in until the game was nearly started. So supporters were as shocked as we were when we heard it.
But the way Killybegs played, you think that without Patrick McBurty, they thought it was going to be easy enough or something. That kind of way. It's just that intensity wasn't there. It was in Kilcar for them first 10 minutes, the first half. It was in Kilcar for most of that second half. They played with a different level of pace and intensity, and they just knew that they'd go out and won that second half.
So looking at that second half performance, it was very, very tight between Matthew McHugh and Matthew McLean, I should say, and your man of the match is
Ryan McHugh. Absolutely, no, he controlled that whole second half. Just when they needed somebody to push forward, come in off the line, and just seemed to settle him down. He was running kickouts and probably I would say he would have the shoulder well taped up too, but he was still moving very well.
Yeah, so it's all over here in Fintra. It's a victory for Kilcar. They go away with the points, of course. They've defeated the home side Killybegs. It was an end-to-end second half. It was the first opening score came from Christopher Mulligan from a Killybegs point of view. He got the first point. Ryan McHugh responded in the 3rd minute of the second half, and on the 5th minute of the second half, Ryan Cunningham stepped up for Killybegs' second score. But then a black card came on the 5th minute for Kieran McGinley, but that didn't upset Kilcar. They stepped up another gear, and points from Ryan McHugh, Matthew McLean and Andrew McLean in that 10-minute period when Kieran McGinley was off the field of play. But a goal came from Charles Berzin on the 19th minute, but it didn't rattle Kilcar. They stepped up once again after that goal went in. Matthew McLean with a 1-pointer from a free, and Hugh McFadden got in the act from Killybegs. But the goal came from Ryan Cunningham, a high ball in from just outside the 45. Wasn't dealt with by the Kilcar defence. It went into the back of the net. It was game on here in Fintra. But Ryan McHugh stepped up once again with another score for Kilcar, as well as Matthew McLean. Finished out here full time 1-17 for Kilcar, 2 goals and 12 points. An enthralling game of football here, Damien.
It's great. It was just great to experience it. Championship football at its best. New rules leading into it, solo and going. The whole pace is increasing the game now too, and just to see two rivals again playing championship football again, it bodes well for the future. So it does, and it's good to see football alive and west in the south, alive and well in the southwest as well too.
Okay, thanks very much to Damien Diver, who makes his way down to Kentucky as Ardra are playing McCool's at 7:30. We're going to get some after-match reaction. We'll be back very shortly after these. The dedication from McGinley down to the years for Kilcar, and here's another man who's been really, really committed. There's Ryan. Mark. Yeah, 2-pointer by Mark McHugh, and absolutely outside of the right. Well, there's no real breeze here today as well.
Kick out
by Coiler. It's an opportunity for Stephen McBurty. McBurty still has it. Goal on his line. Oh, what a goal!
At Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure, we cater for everyone, from top sporting athletes to relaxed casual sporting individuals and everyone in between. We also provide a large range of teamwear services and cater for schools and clubs. Orders can be customised to your specification to suit your individual needs. From clothing to equipment, we've got you covered.
And you're very welcome back to Eamon Byrne Memorial Park, and it's all over here. And it is, of course, Kilcar who have come out victorious in this particular tie. It's ended 117 to 212, a 2-point victory. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by Kilcar manager, of course, Mark Sweeney. Mark, Nail biting stuff there at the end, but I feel that potentially Kilcar were the better team.
I think so, probably over the 60 minutes. I'll be happy with the performance, you know, and it came down to the wire in the last 5-10 minutes there. Goals went in and it keeps teams in the game. Apart from that, I thought we grinded it out really, really well. Other days we might have flipped and end up losing that game, but big, we're very, very happy with that at the end of.
Looking at the first opening 5 minutes of this encounter, you just went at blistering pace, a goal and 4 up after 5 minutes. You really stunned Killybegs.
Yeah, excellent start, and they're the start you dream of, I suppose, when you're going 4 up. But Killybegs grinded the way back in. They got the game in their terms. I think they dominated a lot of the middle there for about 10-12 minutes and got scores on the board. And the game ends up really, really tight then for that half. I think we went in at half time 4 up,
yeah.
which you would have taken probably at that stage. It was a good
that half-time goal and 4 got into that particular period, and obviously as well he came out in the second half. You know, Killybegs got that score, you just responded, but then the black card came for Kieran McGinley.
Yeah, definitely, and look at when I don't know what was in it at that time, but the game was fairly tight. Kieran got a black card. Things probably didn't look good at that stage. You got under 14 men, especially with the new rules and that kind of stuff. It's difficult, but Kilcar really showed Kilcar way and dictated that game when we were down to 14 men. Got Kieran back on. I thought we finished really strong apart from the 2 goals.
In that period, I think he kicked about 4 or 5 points. In that period, you had Ryan McHugh stepping up, Matthew McLean stepping up in the first half and in the second half, and really those were crucial scores at a crucial time as well.
Definitely, you know, when you get Ryan McHugh playing like he did there in the second half, like there's not many players or teams that'll stop him when he plays like that. He was excellent. Matthew, Andrew, Mark McHugh, Kieran McGinley, they all played really well. And look, when you finish moves, when you get the scores then the moves, it offers so much for the team.
I suppose Killybegs showed how dangerous they were as well. They kept plugging away, they kept really testing that defensive line. I suppose another big long ball over the top, just I think it was the goalkeeper Kevin Campbell came for it, didn't quite connect with it. Big Hugh was in there, a bit of a handful. And suppose, what was your thoughts at that period?
He is one, and look, the first goal that went in, we were cruising probably. I think we were up by 7 points, and then the first goal went in, took it down to 4. I think they got it back to 3 then. We might have went up and got a score, but that big high one that got it down to 2 points, I think it was, at the end, it really puts panic on. But I think it's more panic on the line, and I think Kilcar didn't panic after that, and they got the next ball, they got the next kick out, and I think we got a score off it. But you know, you mentioned players like Q, and like they're excellent players. Q is such a handful anywhere on the field, and you'd be happy to see him going in, and you'd be so happy to see him going out. He's that kind of player, you know. So
yeah. And suppose mixing that up as well, yeah, you have to be on your guard the whole time. And suppose from a defensive point of view, you'd be happy with the performance tonight from your defenders.
Definitely, you have to be happy with the defensive way there. You know, look, you give away 2 bad goals, 2 probably unfortunate goals that might have been the direct result of poor defence. You know, but defensively very, very well. Like Killybegs have a lot of threats in there. Jack McSharry, Ryan Cunningham, McGuinness and them, and especially McHugh, and so we defended well. Have to be happy with the defence.
Your half back line, we just referenced it a few times during the game, the pace of Gary Malloy, done it a number of times. Ryan McShane breaking forward, you know, trying to get those holes. Brian O'Donnell as well, so important, and you need a serious level of fitness now to do that.
Massive. There's the word there is so much pace in that half back line and the half forward line, and you have to get into them to move. And when players move like that, it's difficult to stop, especially with the new rules there. You know, coming
into this particular game, no one really knew that Patrick McGrearty was going to be a doubt for you. He didn't start today. He wasn't on the squad for today. Dealing with that as well, and suppose what's the situation with Patrick?
No, Patrick will be okay. You know, he'll be shortly back here. Look, when you take Patrick McGrearty out of the team, it's a massive chunk out of any team. It's a massive scoring threat that we don't have. Other boys have to step up. They did that today, you know, and not just Paddy. Kilcar, one of our cornerbacks, and Owen McHugh as well in the middle. You know, they're massive losses, but that's when you dig deep in your panel and you other boys step up. They're like Mark McHugh was excellent there in the second half, and brilliant, you know.
You can sit back and relax now. 2-1 from one, so good response from your side. So victory for Killybegs, for Kilcar today in Killybegs. It ended 117 to 212. Don't forget, later on this evening at 7:30 you can watch Ardra, who take on McCool's, live in Kentucky. That game gets underway at 7:30. And tomorrow, don't forget, here on Stream Sport we have Buncrana against Dave Patrick Kikeen at 2 o'clock and Four Masters against Glenfin later on at 5. But a big thank you to you, our viewers, and also to Damien Diver, who's in co-commentary, and to Damien, who's behind the camera as well. But from myself, Corey Kilferty, I'll chat to you very shortly indeed. Good evening.